All right, let's take this goddamn test. I am a
No intro,
sympathetic
no
person.
nothing?
No,
Nope.
should we add color commentary?
If you
Nah,
want, can you see
not
my
the
screen? Can you
Yes.
see my
of
mouse here
course,
moving?
Yes.
of course
All
we
right, cool.
can.
I am a sympathetic person. I like to think I am. Uh,
I think this is fair.
Oh, that's what we're
So
calling
True
it?
now and okay,
I
here we
can
go.
break the
No, okay.
yeah, so the test is designed without like frequency. So if it happens at all, like in uncontrolled environments, you need to say yes.
Okay. I often use words and phrases from movies and televisions and conversations. I would say I do that a lot more now than when I did when I was younger. So I'll say now
Okay.
only. I'm often surprised when other people tell me I've been rude. Nowadays, yeah, honestly. I feel like I'm usually not a rude person, but I'm definitely someone who's good with like sarcastic comebacks. So I'll say true now only. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly. Yep, okay, this is just true, especially now. I literally got yelled
Oh
at
yeah,
earlier for being too loud, and I don't
I
think
am
I was
a
that loud.
loud talker. I'm a
Mhm.
loud
Uh,
talker. I know this.
don't think I was that much louder when I was, or I don't think I was loud when I was young. So I'll say for now only. I often don't know how to act in social situations. That's been a thing forever.
Yep.
I can't put myself in other people's shoes. Hmm,
I
What
actually
about,
had this problem.
what about
yeah,
me and my needs?
I, I don't know. I feel like I kind of can, but also like, uh,
It's just how well do you empathize, I guess.
But it's more fuck 'em.
hmm, uh,
And was it more difficult for you to empathize as a kid, or was it
oh,
more
okay.
difficult now?
I
Or
think I actually give a shit about people more nowadays because I'm, older and more mature and can actually like think about shit than when I was younger. So I think I'll say for now, uh, true
You could
now
say,
only.
yeah, I would say yeah.
I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like "you are the apple of my eye." I guess. Uh, Sometimes people will say shit that sounds simple, and I'll be like, "What did you just say?" Honestly, that's been a thing for a long time. So I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. Yeah, I would say that's true. Just in general. Like, I don't like talking to my family all that much because they don't like the same things I like. So, just honest.
Okay.
I focus on details rather than the overall idea. Hmm. Rick, what is your opinion on this from an outsider's perspective for me? Because when we were coming up with my backstory, I was very detailed with that shit. And you're like, dog, what the hell are you doing?
um but you also did have the kind of whole idea concept in place, but I think you can be detail oriented. I think that lines up.
Okay, well, actually, I think I'm focusing on the wrong thing. It's not that whether I do that shit. It's more like when have I done it the most? I think
Or have
nowadays
you
it's
never done it?
right. Yeah, I feel like in my more recent years, it's become more of a thing.
Mhm.
I always notice how food feels in my mouth all the fucking time. I've always been a sensitive ass kid when it comes to food, dude.
Yep.
Like I ate some fucking
Oh, you're
beans
a
like
texture guy.
from oh, I'm a texture guy, dog.
As am
I
I, dude. It took me like 5 years to get used to eating mashed potatoes.
I still don't
What?
like mashed potatoes.
I can't
I
do it,
What?
dude. The fucking texture of mashed potatoes feels wrong in my
it
mouth.
exactly, dog. I'm so
Love
happy.
mashed
Okay, this
potatoes.
thing I probably am a little crazy
Okay,
for.
yeah,
I
you
also
probably listen, if you're agreeing with me, that's worrying.
here's another thing, and
No, no,
I
no,
want to
no.
hear
It is
this.
worrying for you.
Yeah,
I want to hear this though, Brick. Do you like
let's go.
gravy?
No, God,
I
no.
also do not like gravy. Thank God.
Oh no. Yep,
Dude,
yep.
fucking
Nope,
predator
you're cooked.
handshake, my guy.
You're
What the
cooked.
fuck?
You're cooked, brother. You're cooked.
I
I
miss my
love
best
some
friends and
mashed
Dude,
family when we are
you
potatoes.
put
apart
the
for a long
sauce on the
time.
side, you don't
I
put the
have always
sauce
been
on
a.
the object.
What?
Yeah,
It
that way you
depends
can
on the
dip
Oh,
into
sauce
the
for
sauce.
me. It depends on the sauce for me. Like with
A
like
glaze, I
Worcestershire,
can do it.
like I put that a lot like on it, just on whatever. Also
I just
A1.
don't like that. I just don't like Worcestershire. I see that's like I'd consider that more of like a glaze type sauce, and glaze type sauces you can put on the object, but like dipping sauces are their own category, and you don't put those on the object. You know what I mean?
Mm. Right. I miss my best friends and family when they were apart for a long time. Yeah, I've always been pretty close, believe it or not, pretty close to my family, despite me saying just a little bit ago, I don't like talking to them because they don't share the same interests. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I am thinking, even if I don't mean to. Definitely in more recent years, yeah. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. Yeah, that's especially true nowadays. But that's honestly been a thing my whole life, but that's especially true nowadays. I'll do that. I'd rather go out and eat in a restaurant than by myself than with someone I know. No. I feel like if I'm going
Yeah.
to a restaurant, I
No,
need to be with
yeah.
Yeah, no,
somebody, so no.
I have
Yeah,
never
I
I
don't
don't understand that question because it's like, who the fuck wants to go to a restaurant alone?
Right. I mean, like a bar by yourself just to even then that's kind of weird, I'd
I
say.
still don't get it. That's mainly
Yeah.
because 'cause I'm just terrified of social engagement.
I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. I don't think that's true at all for me. I think I can very much imagine what it would be like to be someone else, especially someone rich. I have been told I am clumsy and or uncoordinated. I don't think I've ever really heard that, honestly. Others consider me odd or different. That's been a thing forever. I understand when friends need to be comforted. Hmm.
Hmm,
See, I can kind of tell with voices sometimes, kind of,
hmm.
but like overall,
Is it like
like
a learned skill? Or
I
is it
feel
like
yeah, I feel like
nat
it's more of a learned skill for me than was natural. Like sometimes like someone would be like in a bad mood or whatever. I could like see it or hear it and be like, all right, either I need to be there to be like, hey, you good, or I just need to give them space. But like also it feels like they have to be very like open about like their emotions for that to happen. So I really don't know how to answer this question.
I
I
think that's
get
still a learned skill. That's like a true now.
uh, y- yeah, I guess. Sure, I'll do very situational, I feel like. I'm very sensitive of the way my clothes feel and when I touch them. How they feel is more important to me than how they look. I mean, I don't really give a shit about how I look and what I wear most of the time. Like, obviously, I want to look presentable, but like, if I majority of the time, I'm just in fucking a pair of shorts or sweatpants or a random ass t-shirt. Like, if I'm going out, I put on some jeans that I like. So I guess that, yeah, uh,
dude,
I
I'm
it's
not
more of
gonna
a
lie.
recent thing.
I would say I'm not gonna lie, when I go out, I need people to say, "Damn, he got that shit on though."
I only feel that way when I wear my pink sweatshirt because it feels good.
Ooh, this is a good one. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear
Yes.
normal. Yeah, especially in recent years, a lot of the shit I say, like when I say "can't see shit, Captain," I stole that from Maximilian, dude. A lot of my like sarcastic humor comes from a streamer that I watch. It's not my
Oh,
own.
dude, back in high school, I could tell you, like, the exact sources of about half my lingo.
Damn.
Oh, oh no,
Yeah.
oh
No,
man,
see, a lot more of it now is, like, homegrown, my own original bullshit, as you've both borne witness to. But,
Right.
like, still, a lot of that comes from, like, the original roots of Doctor Who, um, Fallout New Vegas, and, like, 2 or 3 YouTubers.
I have to act normal to please other people, and make them like me. Hmm. I feel like that's more of a recent thing. I feel like I was fine before, but now it feels like anytime I'm quote unquote too loud. Um, which I literally just got a text from my mom little bit ago saying I was being too loud again. I don't fucking know how. I feel like I'm keeping my voice down. Like I don't understand it, but whatever. So especially in recently, meeting new people is usually easy for me. That's not true. That's not true. Like even meeting like Henderson a while back, I was like, all right, I'll do my best. But now I've been around Henderson for so long, it feels just completely natural for me to join a call and be like, "What's up, fucker?"
hey,
Meeting
hey, hey,
so
hey,
yeah,
listen
not
here,
true.
dickweed.
Exactly, yeah, like that. I get highly
Mhm.
confused when someone
Mhm.
interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm very interested in. I wouldn't say I get confused. I think
What about
confused is the
Stunlock?
wrong word, just in general. Maybe like a little put off, if anything,
See,
not
I
confused.
personally get stun-locked. I get, like, a little
Okay, so
stutter
the
in my thought
No,
process.
not the stun locked.
the
Yeah,
No.
like you're
I get, like, CC'd and I get like, I was about the thing, I was talking about the thing, I need to talk about the thing."
Ugh.
Yeah,
Mm.
like that.
No, excuse I took a drink of water. Still trying to get there we go. Ooh,
Is the water fighting you?
it was a little bit.
Are you losing?
No,
Are
I
you
won, I
losing
won, I
your
won, I
water?
won. I never lose. I never
Me
lose.
when I argue with a sailor who's drowning.
Huh, took another sip. God damn you. Ugh. All right, that time you made the water win. Um, I get highly confused when I wouldn't say that's Wow. It
It's
really
not true.
the way they use confused is confusing.
I think confused is the wrong word, but I said yes because of the fact that I get stun locked because I think that's a form of confusion.
I
Yes.
just don't think that's like
Yes.
for me though.
If
Like,
that's not true of you, then yeah, no,
yeah,
fuck it.
it is difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. I feel like that's always been the case. I like having conversation with several people, for instance, around a dinner table at school or at work.
Fuck no.
It really depends on the topic of conversation or what we're doing in that moment. Like, if
I associate this with like the dinner table discussion sort of thing where there's like three conversations happening at once at the dinner
oh,
table. It's
oh,
that. That's what it's
yeah,
talking about.
fucking hate that actually. I hate it.
Correct. Good opinion.
I take things too literally. Oh yeah, this has been it, honestly, this has been a thing for a long time, but like especially in my later years, it's very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. Uh, when someone else, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't read minds, you know.
Most people are expressive.
Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. Uh, I've really never had like that big
Fucking
of an
hate
issue
cotton.
with. Never really had an issue with like. Actually, that's not true. Like you know those nail files. Sometimes I would
Yeah.
try those and I'd fucking hate how they'd make my arms feel. Like on my nail, I would like file my nail a little bit and I would just feel a tingle run up my entire fucking arm. And I'm like, fuck that. So, and that was a thing for a long time. So yeah, I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things has suddenly changed. Yeah, especially nowadays.
Is it especially now or just now?
Well, I think it's like just now in particular because I feel like I'm not being that loud. It's mainly that, but
Well, no, no, no. But has it always been the case for you, or is it just now?
I I think it's a lot more nowadays because my schedule is just fucked. Which I'm trying to fix myself. I'm actually trying to, I forgot to fucking call the gas station. God damn it.
You try to get a gas station guy?
Yes, and I applied 2 weeks ago and I haven't heard back. So I probably should
Hmm.
call them like tomorrow or wait until Monday.
I don't
Actually,
see why you couldn't call them tomorrow. They're
yeah,
open. Yeah.
yeah, they're a gas station. They'll be open. I
Mhm.
definitely can't call them on Christmas. So
Get that
anyway,
grind.
I'll
Grind.
I'll say
Time to press
true
the button
now
again.
because I
Now
feel
grind.
like I have to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone to get shit done. I have never wanted or needed what other people have called. That's not true. I am desperate for affection, bro. I just don't like talking about
Agreed.
it. Bro, why do you think I
Agreed.
watch so much romance anime, bro?
Same.
Actually, not agreed because like in high school, I literally like asked both friends and family what the fuck the point of having a relationship was.
Oh, right. It is difficult for me to
Because
start and stop a conversation. Start, yeah, it's pretty hard for me. Stop, no, it's not hard at all. It's really hard for me to start a conversation. So, and I feel like that's been the case for a long time. So, speak in a normal rhythm. I don't feel like
I had no idea what that
Do
meant.
you regulate your cadence?
define that for me, please.
The rhythm and pace at which you talk and communicate with other people. Is it a consistent, moderated flow of a sentence? Is it conscious, unconscious, unregulated, slower, faster? Any of that?
I feel like the way I talk is just relatively unconscious. Like I just talk. I don't think I speak
Right.
too crazy fast, if that's the
Uh,
thing.
well,
So,
just to give a counter example that is not this, you've heard me when I go on rants. That
mhm,
is not a normal rhythm.
okay.
If you talk like that, you say you don't do this.
Well, I definitely don't talk like that. So,
I certifiably do talk like that.
so my answer for this would be never true or like,
I mean, if you don't do that, then yeah.
okay. The same color or sound, color or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. Hmm.
Hello. Hello.
I am pretty like sensitive with sound.
Hmm,
Yes. Hmm.
hmm,
Same
Hmm.
sound,
hmm,
color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull.
hmm,
I don't
hmm.
know. I like don't have an answer for this.
Hmm.
Is this click never true? I genuinely don't know.
Hmm.
The phrase "I've got you under my skin" makes me very uncomfortable. Um, Not really.
See, I agree, but that's because I've heard it so much from Frank Sinatra.
Cool. Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise can be very painful. That's true. Or just certain noises just like make me uncomfortable. Like the way my sister clears her throat, I hate it. I don't know why I hate it, but I hate it. Um,
Okay.
it has been that way for a while. So I'm an understanding type of person. I feel like I'm more understanding nowadays than when I was younger. I feel like that goes back to me. I'm a more mature person. So
Mhm.
click. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. That's not true. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. This is who flirts with me though. That's outside of Henderson for the bit.
If someone was flirting with you, could you be able to acknowledge it?
I don't think I.
I can save you the question. You're a dude, probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Uh,
So you can't tell, which is one of the yeses.
okay, so just yeah, in general, I can see in my mind the exact detail things that I am interested in. Hold on, let me reread that. That threw me for a loop for a second. I can see in my mind in exact detail things that I am interested in. Oh, okay. Um,
Can you
yeah.
picture documents or game scenes or any of that?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
There you go.
I keep a list of things that interest me, even when they have no practical use. For example, sports statistics, train schedules, calendar dates, historical facts, and dates. Um, would ratings for anime count?
Are they your list that you've made specifically for you?
I mean, it's a site that I used. I just gave it my rating of what I would give it, So
I don't think that necessarily counts.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I was cooked for this, brother.
Yeah,
I
because you
was
got the
cooked.
Pokemon charts.
Yeah, I got Pokemon charts. I keep sports st- stats. I was like, my God, I couldn't English
See,
there for a second.
yeah,
see,
outside of like the anime rating, it's not true.
for me, it was the Satisfactory and the multiple books and notebooks full of details for D&D stuff.
Oh yeah, I also have D&D stuff. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was cooked.
yeah.
When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself to shut them down. I feel like that's been a case for a long time, honestly. I like to talk things over with my friends. Yeah, I feel like we usually don't have issues, but like when we do have something, we'd be like, you know what?
Open
We need to talk
communication.
about this a little bit. Yeah, open communication. Definitely true nowadays, though, comparatively, because I just talk to my friends more often.
The homies, the
I
gang.
cannot tell if someone is interested or bored of what I'm saying. That has always been true. It can be very hard to read someone's face. Yep. Same thing, like clothes or temperatures can feel very different to me at different times.
He cold,
Uh,
bro.
yeah, it's true, especially like in my recent years, but like,
But it's
yeah,
also universal.
yeah. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in social situation. See, believe it or not, feel like just I'm picturing myself out with my lady and like a group of friends just like chilling. I don't have a problem with that. Like just in my head. I
See,
feel like I could handle that for like a decent amount of time and then be like, "All right, I want to go home."
I can't because I have the social anxieties.
I feel like when I was younger, that was definitely true. Like I just did not want to be anywhere. But like nowadays I want to go out and like do stuff, but I just can't right now. I'm trying to fix that, by at least getting a job. So,
Trying to resolve the Gojo quote.
I exactly. What Gojo quote?
Handy, hit the button.
Uh,
Oh, never mind. Please don't play it. God damn it.
it's the immediate. Please don't, bro. Bye, ad
The fact you
revenue.
knew in half a second, I was
Anyway,
like, hit the
God damn it. All right.
button.
I was
I
gonna
try to
let it
be, yeah.
slide, but then, but then I was asked. I was asked to play it.
Hey, he needed clarification.
I've been
Did
told I
he
have an
though?
unusual voice. I don't feel like I've ever been told that. Uh, Sometimes a thought or a subject gets stuck in my mind and I have to talk about it even if no one else is interested. See, I don't feel that like if sure, if I'm really interested in it and I want to talk about it, I feel that. But if no one else is interested, I'll drop it. Like
Will
that
you
completely shuts that down.
will you seek out people who you know will be receptive?
I would probably do that, yeah. But if they're like, if I think someone will be receptive, I'll be like, hey, can I talk to you about this thing? And they'll be like, if they're
Do
like,
you
yeah,
just
sure.
drop
And
the topic, or do you need an outlet?
I feel like if they just say, like, nah, I'm not interested, I'll be like, oh, that's unfortunate. And then I just drop it.
Uh, I wish I had that skill.
I'll say true now only, I guess. Because most of this question is true. Like, if am really stuck on something, I need to talk to somebody about it, I will seek someone out. But if they're not interested, I will not fucking talk about it again. I'll be like, hey, uh, have you ever heard of this thing? And are you interested in hearing about it? And they're like, I haven't. And honestly, not really. I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. And I just move on.
That's fair.
I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like flapping, twirling sticks, waving things by my eyes. I don't feel like I do any of
Hand
that.
signs count.
Huh?
Hand signs count if you do that.
I don't. I mean,
You throwing up
no.
hand signs? What you repping?
Um,
What you repping, gang?
Shut up.
I just like creating like hand patterns of like closed hands, almost like the domain signs of like JJK, but like not.
Mm. So I
Uh,
should be asking you what you
well,
rep.
just because it's like stimulating and it does something.
I've never been interested in what most people I know consider interesting. I feel like that's true. Like I've always been like the anime
You're
video
an
game
innate
nerdy kid,
hipster.
and
Okay,
everyone
okay, no, no,
around
no, no,
me
no.
is just
But you're in now. That's the thing.
You're an innate hipster.
You're in now. Anime's normal now.
Well,
well,
yeah, but
yeah.
like
That's the weird
the
But
part.
I've been
pursuit, the pursuit of the interest outweighs the social popularity. That's the
exactly
question.
like got into it when I was fucking like 12, 13 years old, anime in particular, and it was not popular then, bro. Especially in my area.
Yeah, it's like
I feel like
you
so
getting
many of us have watched Naruto though. Like we've all at least seen Naruto
okay,
like
but there's a difference
I
fragments.
between
haven't seen
people.
Naruto.
There is a difference between people who are interested in anime and people who have seen anime.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
like we've all seen Pokemon. We've all seen like some of Dragon
Like
Ball. We've all seen some of like the popular shit. But I, when
like
I was
it's like
like 13 years old, had to when I got Netflix for the first time. The first two anime I watched were Fairy Tail and Sword Art Online back in
same.
like 2013, 2014.
I still feel like those are like
No, those are entry level, but what
They
I
are, but those aren't as
uh,
popular as something like Dragon Ball or Pokemon.
yes, yes. What I'm saying is like the major difference is half of North America saw the first season of Demon Slayer, but like only maybe a 16th have kept up with it and done all the other bullshit, like
uh
actual interest versus popularity.
Hold on, what did I
got
answer that
you.
question? I forgot. Oh yeah, for sure. I am considered a compassionate type of person. What do y'all think?
I'm gonna plead the
I don't see
fifth.
why not.
All
I don't see why not.
right. I'll just say true now only.
Brick.
I get
Ask
along
me
with
something.
other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look
Hold on.
normal.
Message you this.
I feel like I limit myself to like quote unquote rules. I feel like I'm just myself, but like I guess to the point where that's a
Loose
problem
cannon
apparently.
that
I
gauges.
think that has more to do with like outside of friend social context because I have to do this at work.
Right. I don't have to
But
do that
you
yet.
don't have you don't have the context for that. But do you think you would?
I mean, I feel like I do act a little bit differently when I'm in
Yeah.
like a social gathering. So yeah.
You filter yourself in settings that you don't know the people.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Like, I definitely don't say half the shit that I say at home. Uh,
I haven't
so
actually kept up with that guy. I'm sorry, Hendy.
it's very difficult for me to work and function in groups. Um, I wouldn't say that's true. It's just like I feel like I need to be directed. Like once I get the hang of something, or like I'll do it to the best of my ability, So I'll say never true. When I'm talking, when I am talking to someone, it is hard to change the subject. If the other person does so, I can get very upset and confused. See, I have a hard time changing the subject, but if someone else changes it, I'm like, thank God. Ugh. I don't think I get upset or confused when someone changes the topic. I feel like once we've said enough about something, I'm like, we can move on now.
Yeah.
uh, it's that second half that's really fucking me. Uh, I'll just say never true. I don't really. Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises, like vacuum cleaners or people talking too much or too loudly. Um, I mean, I definitely
I
turn down the volume when there's a lot of shit going on in my ear. Like that's why I have the soundboard and Discord down so fucking low. Because when we had the fucking yeah and the Final Fantasy celebration noise at the same time, we would spam that shit. And as funny as that was painful for me. So, and
yeah.
especially nowadays. But it's weird because I like listening to music and I always have that shit blasted.
Well, yeah, but that's something you have control over. There's the
Right.
difference.
Yeah, I suppose. So I that's a control thing,
Noises that
yeah.
you don't have, like noises that you don't have the authority over need to be modified.
Have I the thing is, have I been like that since I was younger?
Oh, pussy.
Did you have the opportunity to control the noises when you were younger?
No.
Not really.
Would you have?
Probably not.
Fair.
I can chat and make small talk with people. Yeah. If someone comes up to me and says,
Oh,
"Hey, how are you?" I can be like, "Yeah, how are you doing?" I feel like I've always been like that though. Like
oh God.
just like a quick little hi, hello, and then be on my way.
Hmm.
Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. For instance, when I hurt myself or burn my hand on a stove. Um, no, that shit hurts. That's just,
Yeah,
eh,
I was like, no, no.
that shit
This
fucking
That
question
hurts.
question
was
confused
so
me.
bad.
That
This
one's
question was
confusing.
so bad. Be like, oh yeah, I just don't feel pain. Be like, wait, what?
My pain receptors are just shot. I guess. No,
Yeah.
no, my I fucking fucked up my thumb opening a Worcestershire like yesterday, and that shit still hurts like a little bit. I've been picking at it. I should stop picking at it, but I have been. All right. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it's my turn to talk all the fucking time. All the time.
See, the trick is don't take turns and just interrupt them.
Yeah.
No.
I usually speak in a normal tone. I feel like I've never really had a unnormal tone to talk. I like things to be exactly the same day after day, and even small changes in my routine upset me. Um,
Upset is the wrong word. It means make you uncomfortable.
I think if it's out of my control, then yes. If it's in my control, like for example, me trying to get a job and I get a say hypothetically I get the job, which is a fucking gas station, unless they hire someone else. I don't see why they wouldn't hire me. Uh,
Because you have autism.
oh no, oh no, I didn't put that on. I didn't put that on my fucking my application, so they shouldn't know that.
Oh
Um,
They can
no.
read. It was a soul read.
oh god. Uh,
No, but I think it's things that are outside your control changing. That's what it's supposed to mean. Because like
like if I get in
most
a
people can
schedule
adjust
I
to their
get
own
used
behaviors.
to, then it's fine. But if like something drastically changes, you know, like
Well, it
for
does
example,
say like even small changes.
yeah, like well, for small changes, it's not that big of a deal for me. Like if I feel like getting sick, like with a cold or something, like that's not like a necessarily a small change because I'm sick at home and I'm fucking dying.
Well,
But
here's here's an example, right? I get like 3 different items at lunch every day at work.
huh?
That's all I get. I only get those 3. I don't change it at all.
Oh,
The
okay,
times where that has not been available, I've gotten lightly uncomfortable and had to go get a different item from a different location as like a backup plan.
gotcha,
That's what it means.
gotcha. Okay,
Like, does that sort of like displacement of your day to day routine
yeah, it's been
disrupt
a
you?
more recent thing. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. Um, a little bit. I feel like it just a little bit. It's always been like that for me, just a little. So
Mm,
it calms me to spin around or rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed. I don't do either of these things when I'm stressed. Honestly, I do walk around a lot. Like I pace all the fucking time just around my kitchen. Like even
mm.
when I'm not stressed though, like I'll be like downstairs in my kitchen, just walking in a fucking circle around my kitchen island, listening to music, looking at my phone. Like I'll do that constantly. Uh, and it's been like that for a while. So, Grace, he wears his heart on his sleeve does not make sense to me. Nah, that's not true. I feel like I have a general understanding of that. He's just very open about his beliefs.
Yep.
So
Here
if
we go.
I'm in a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, noises, or bright lights, I feel anxious and frightened. Um, ow. Uh, Anxious, sure. Frightened? I don't know about frightened. Hmm. I'll say true now. Well, nah. Anxious. I've always been an anxious person, to be honest. So for that, I'll say true now. And since I was young, I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. Hmm. It, honestly, it's very like 50-50 for me. I'm just gonna click never true for that. I like to be by myself as much as I can. Um, when I'm at home, yes. So, uh, I've always been, yeah. Keep my thoughts stacked in my memory like they are filing cards, and I pick out one that I need by looking through the stack and finding the right one. See, I will like put shit in my brain for like my media club. Like
Mhm.
I'll have like things I want to say during the meetings, and then I'll fucking forget them.
Okay, but do you have a weird memory categorization thing in your head?
I don't think so.
You just
All
said
right.
you did.
But it's not successful. I think this
Yeah,
necessarily like this hinges on the idea that it's successful.
yeah. I feel like
Like my
it,
weird memory thing, I know works because it's the thing that got me through JCAC.
Yeah.
I'll click never true just for the fact it's not successful. The same sound sometimes seems very loud or very soft, even though I know it has not changed. I don't think so. No. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with my family and friends. Eating, depends on the food. Talking with family and friends, yeah, I would say so. I can be a little loud though, apparently. Uh,
You're
s-
grumpy about that, dude.
oh yeah, I'm so fucking pissed, man. I feel like I'm talking a relatively normal volume.
Well, no, but if
And
it was an earlier alert, it might have been while you were playing Marvel Rivals.
well, yeah, but even then, I feel like I wasn't being that loud. Like, I definitely could have been
Oh,
louder. I feel like,
probably, but what it probably was is that you were for you, you were talking over gunshots. For them, you were talking over nothing.
yeah, I guess. Just, I'll leave it alone. Whatever.
Fair.
I can't I'll tolerate things I dislike. Yep, I've always been a sensitive ass kid. I don't like to be hugged or held. Um, it depends on the person. Though I don't
You
really
have
hug
like
my
a
mom all that
freaking
often. So,
weird list.
Nah, man.
yes. Like mom, I'm
Blame
fine
it on
with,
that bingo.
obviously. My sister, not fine with. My brother, not fine with. My grandpa, he's fine. I think if they're older than me and I know them, it's fine.
Huh.
Uh,
I would put that probably as a no then.
yeah.
Like you as in you don't like hugging overall.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I don't like being oh, okay. Well, yeah, I've always been like that though. Like it just depends on the person. When I go
Yep.
somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route or I can get very confused and upset. I mean, I don't really go anywhere. I don't go anywhere yet. Um, and half the time when we do go somewhere, like if like say we're driving to fucking let's just like we're driving a long way. I'm obviously not the one driving, but like I usually just play on my phone, so it doesn't really bother me that much. What I will
Mhm.
say though, and this is completely unrelated to the question, whenever we're
Yep.
driving, we're like approaching a semi, I get anxious. I'm always like concerned that like when we're in their fucking like in their vicinity, they're gonna start like turning into our lane. I always feel like that. I'm like, oh my god, get me the fuck out of this space, dog. And then when I was driving, like for a little bit, like to practice, I was like always fucking anxious. I was always like looking all around, even when I was on the road by myself, like waiting for like a car to just pop out of fucking nowhere from the fucking ditch. So I don't think so. It is difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. Like, yeah, a little bit. I like to have close friends. Yeah. People tell me that I give too much detail. I don't think I've ever really heard that. I'm often told,
Backstory.
well, if they ask for it, then yeah, I tell them it. But like, if not, then
Well,
no, I don't.
D&D backstory, like, as an
Oh,
example of you doing that.
oh, oh. Okay. Uh, I am often told that I ask embarrassing questions. No, I don't think so. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. No. All right, hold on. Uh,
Tremens.
yeah, give me a second. I gotta hide my window. I don't want them knowing my email.
Yeah.
And
Come on, just use a burner email. That's what my boy Ivan did. Granted, he's got like 15 of those.
I was saying, see, I might not have your email, but like, can I get like your credit card information and like,
The 3 funny numbers on the back.
yeah. I need the three funny numbers on the back and the
Also, the
expiration date.
expiration date.
That
Like, it
you
should
can
have
have
this
that.
weird, like, date listed there. It's kind of in shorthand. Could I have those numbers?
oh, you have to pay for the full report? That's
No, you
No,
just
bullshit.
no,
gotta
no,
get the
no,
score.
no.
Look at the
We just need
score.
the score. We
Well,
just need
yeah,
the
yeah.
score.
Go back. Okay. I beat you?
Oh no! Oh
Didn't you say
no!
you actually have autism?
I was medically diagnosed at age 12.
Oh
I am
no!
23.
Hey,
Frick!
can you save this, like, clip that
Frick!
out, post it, and then I'll post it in, like, my little chat in the other server with context?
Frick!
Here, I'll print my
Oh
screen.
no! I gotta, I
Just, like,
gotta
use the snip
tell him,
thing to get
bro.
that 1 second.
I gotta tell him, bro.
I'm gonna tell him because it's gonna be funnier if I say
All
it.
right.
I'm
Oh shit! Hold on.
gonna
Wait, I didn't
send
show my YouTube. Hold on.
Oh god, oh god.
There we go.
Oh, I gotta go. Send it to me if you can.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm about to end the video anyway, so it's fine. All right. So, for context, now that we're done with this, my friend who you just heard found out he has autism. My buddy Brick, who was the deeper sounding of the two. Actually, what? Who was the deeper sounding of the two? Uh, got a 157. Um, I got a 137, and I was medically diagnosed with Asperger's was what it was called at the time. I think it's called something different now, but I don't really care. At age 12, so he's got it, bro. He's got that shit on him. Anyway, that's all from me. We've made it to the end of your real one. I know this is just super random. Um, I just thought I'd make content out of it because fuck it, why not? I know no one's gonna watch it though, and if anyone does, honestly, shout out to you. Appreciate you. But anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you all next time. Later.